Good morning, everyone. This is Eric Fuzzy Young coming at you live from the Black Couch. I'm not gonna do a retake on that. Fuck that. All right, this morning we're gonna talk about your vision and inviting people into your vision. Okay? I mean, you could do that shit, but guess what's gonna happen is either they gonna roll with it or they're gonna approach it with the same amount of energy they approach to with their own visions and goals. Now, what I mean by that is, if you put people in position that ain't got shit, they gonna treat your shit just like they treat their shit. If you get advice from people that ain't got shit, 9 times out of 10 that advice won't be good because there's no proof in the pudding, as they put it. So make sure when you invite people to your vision, make sure they're not blind. And what I mean by that is they gotta have some kind of idea of what's going on. Like I was talking to one of my guitar players last night about one of my songs. Sent it to him earlier part of the day. And, I give musicians, you got to give them time, to absorb the song, get the feel for it, and try to draw your vision from the piece. Okay? That's why I like being around real musicians, because they try to conceptualize your vision, and then when you get together, all you gotta do is just brush it up, shine it up a little bit, and it works. But when you deal with people that have no vision, they'll come with something that's lacking vision, lacking imagination, anything like that. This don't even got nothing to do with just doing music. This is with anything you do. When you hire people on a job, they got to have the same goal at the end. It's called being successful. I'm just coming to work. You don't want to hire nobody like that. And then, especially in the barber game. In the barber game, you don't want to just hire anybody, because when they go to work, they work for themselves, but they also work up under your license, and they work up under your name. When I say your name, I mean the name of the shop that they work in. So if they putting out a piss poor product, or they sitting up here showing up late, customer service bad, all this crazy stuff, ain't nobody gonna be really worried about them. They worried because they're gonna go on to my site or go on to my page and give me 1 star or 2 stars. Not him, me. Because it's my responsibility to hire people that can actually put out a digestible product when they look at me like, yeah, I like this. You shouldn't have a barber or somebody that works for you and they putting out shit ass product. That's why it's so hard for a family member to hire family members to work for them in their business, especially if they don't have a vision that coincides with the vision that you have. Same thing with relationships. You getting advice from people that ain't in a relationship. You getting advice from people that are in dysfunctional relationships. You can't get advice from people about your vision when they blind to your vision. Oh, they just blind, period. They just go through life every day on fucked up shit. Now, what I mean by that is, every time they turn around, they got a different raggedy car. Every time they turn around, they got a bullshit ass job. Every time they turn around, they're in a bullshit ass relationship. And you asking a motherfucker like this for advice? See, people can ask me for advice because I'm successful in every lane that I'm in. Straight A college student, own my own business, top brass band in town, wife and kids straight. My life is pretty decent. It ain't the best, But in a lane that I look at everybody else's life and relationships and goals. Now, I wasn't supposed to be playing that one, but that's another one of my songs. That's another one of my songs off my album. Yes, I have my album coming out. I'm working on it. Right now, we're just at the instrumental. That song right there is called, what's going on? Screen out. That song right there was called The Bag. My sons like that one. Just like right now. That's forever. I'm going to walk y'all through, probably later on this evening, I'll probably walk y'all through each one of my songs. Still got to put artists on. So right now they're just in their instrumental phase. But see, this is a vision of mine. A vision of mine to have a completed product by beginning of the year. And I have people willing to work with me on my vision. Those people I don't call or don't reference to or don't get advice from, you're not qualified for me to get advice from you or to bring you on to the project because you are deficient in having a vision that I expect. You can't bring everybody into your vision. Like I say, why would you hire lazy people to do a landscaping job? And guess what's going to happen? Your landscaping job is going to look poor because these cats just trying to get the job done. They don't have a love for the craft of landscaping. So anybody I ask about my project, they have a love for music and an understanding for music. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to ask for their advice because they have vision. I'm not going to ask a high school dropout about me completing college. I'm going to ask a college graduate. I'm trying to become a professional musician. I'm not finna ask a cat that don't know nothing about music. I'm trying to expand my business. I'm not gonna ask a person that ain't never owned a business or don't. I'm not even gonna ask a person with a business degree that hasn't even owned a business. So I'm not even gonna ask people because you have not put your theory to the test. So if there are people around you that can't visualize what you're trying to achieve, why would you ask them questions? They have no understanding of what you're trying to get done. Why would I sit up here and talk to a person about me repairing my motorcycle and they don't even know the mechanics of a motorcycle? I ask them for advice. How can you ask someone for advice in a lane that they have no understanding about? So when you bring people aboard your ship, I mean your ideas. When you bring people aboard your ship for your idea, make sure you ask them, are they going in the same direction as you? Or you explain your direction that you're going in, and they have the right to choose if they want to be aboard. Then you got to ask whether they're contributions. In your mind, you don't ask them. In your mind, you got to ask yourself, now, what can this person contribute to my vision, to my travel, to my destination of where I'm trying to get to? What will their contribution gonna be? See, some people just dead weight. And I've realized that over the years, there are people that are dead weight, and you have to cut them off. Because guess what happens? You'll begin to spend more time trying to pull them on instead of them help you push the project. So your vision is yours. The question is, how many people are willing to participate in your vision. You got women that have a vision of being married, being in a mindful and progressive relationship. That's their vision. But they go ask they single mama, they single friends, and they single cousins, what you think I should do? Well, they don't know. They don't know because they don't understand your vision because they are blind in that area. Understand that everybody ain't meant to travel with you. It's kind of like even when you pick up a hitchhiker, he's got a sign in his hand. He's looking for a vessel that's going to take him here. That's his vision. And if you want to participate in his vision, because he's trying to get somewhere further than where he is right now. This is just a hitchhiker. He's trying to get from point A to point B. Now, your job is to figure out if you want to assist him with his vision. Now, to you, it don't look like a vision. To him, man, I just need a person to get me from here to there, and I'll be okay. It seems like they're going in the same direction, but over the next 50 miles, there are exits. So I may not be going. I may be getting off at the next exit and going someplace different. So sometimes just asking, are you going, I might be going in the same direction as you, but I'm not going for the duration of of the direction. You go, man, you going in the same direction. Years ago, we had a barber that worked in the shop. And I would drive down Belline on my way to work. I mean, leaving work and get on 80 and drive home. So the dude said, I would see him. We drive by. And he got kind of upset with me because he said, hey, man. He said, didn't you see me walking to work? I said, yeah. I blew my horn at you. He said, why you didn't stop and pick me up? I said, because you wasn't going in the same direction I was going in. All you had to do was turn around and go. So you want me to turn around and go back a mile in the opposite direction. You're going to put me 15 minutes behind schedule because I'm picking your stupid ass up, your overly grown ass up, and take you back in the direction where you should have been at work in the first place. You trying to go to work at 2 in the afternoon, and I'm trying to get somewhere. No, I'm not turning around because that's not the direction that I'm going in. See, a lot of people don't understand that if that's not your direction, that what you're going in, don't mean you don't want to do it. It just means that that's not my destination. That's not my intended route. Some people want to pull you off your route just to convenience them. But that ain't a part of your vision. So guess what you got to do? You got to keep on pushing forward. My vision is complete college. My vision is to push my businesses forward. My vision is to push my music. My vision is to do this, that. But if you're not understanding what a person is trying to do, then why are you fucking with them? I see it every day. Cats sitting and hanging. Drive through South Dallas, and you see cats sitting up on a tree. And one guy may have an idea. Hey, man, I'm finna go look for a job. And another, man, what you want to do that for? Well, see, now you around people. You ain't around like-minded people. You trying to elevate, and they cool where they at. See, just be like-minded and be progressive. You gotta. Sometimes you gotta change who you fuck with. But guess what? We still stick with the people that we love, thinking that the love of them is gonna make them passionate about your goals. Nah, I got niggas I love, my boys, and they ain't trying to do a goddamn thing. So I don't fuck with them. No, love them to death, but I don't fuck with them because they ain't trying to do shit. Now, we 50 some years old. You between 45 and 55, and we cool. I fuck with you. We good. But if I just high and by you, that means you ain't elevated enough to come and be in my circumference. I ain't nothing. I ain't nobody. But I damn sure better than you. So I ain't fucking with you. Don't bring your vision to people that are blind. Because they'll never understand what it is to be a part of what you're trying to achieve because they don't have imagination or vision. Don't mean you got to stop loving them. Just mean they can't come along with you for your travel because they're going to hold you up. This is Everett Fuzzy Young signing off and saying, hey, enjoy the rest of your day. Take a deep breath.